Hey Pittsburgh, how you doing? Josh Miller here. Welcome to A Day in the Life. Today we're going to be hanging out with Aaron Smith, one of my all-time favorite teammates. Great guy. And you're going to find out this guy does a lot during the course of the day. We're going to be hanging out the South Side where the Steelers practice. He's going to rub elbows with all his old teammates. He's going to hand T-shirts out because he does a lot of work with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. And we're going to be at that walk at Heinz Field. So stay tuned. Let's see what Aaron Smith's up to. Welcome to A Day in the Life. Before we go, we're going to go across the street to Nakama and get some great sushi. So much good. I don't know what to do. Amazing.
This is Aaron Smith. Welcome to A Day in My Life. Yeah, I'm handing this, and then he's doing a day in the life of.
I'm doing a show, Day in the Life. I follow an athlete away, showing them that we're not all idiots.
So
This
the
is
shirt,
Exhibit
that's
A.
out the shirt, and doing a little
Who's
interview.
going to be your good subject next week then?
Yeah, I'm running out of
That
them.
way to start.
It can't get worse.
That's what I'm saying. It's only going to get better.
It's all going uphill from here, baby.
Two people back.
The big thing about this defense is you have to be able to move your feet.
Right.
Especially on the D-line. Like on the D-line, you cannot be a guy that's just a linear guy.
Right.
You just can't do it. It's just big baby all the time. He's just so big and strong, and then he gets somebody. There you are, Ramon. Winner, chicken dinner.
Hey, if you want to get swole,
I
the
might.
weight room's right down here.
Is it that way?
It's right.
Over there.
Don't do it with your good vibes though.
Well, you invert the line. If you invert the line of scrimmage, you create problems. Yeah. But then this defense that's good, but you can't invert it while everybody else is over there and there's a 20-yard gap between them. I'm doing well, buddy.
Feeling
Doing real well.
Good.
Doing real well. You're going big.
Good.
You gonna get a shirt, bud?
I'll take a shirt. Do we have? Are we already figured our setup for people?
There's certain sizes.
Oh yeah. What's the smallest you guys have?
Oh, we have little ones. You want them for like this little?
Maybe.
35, buddy. Who's that one for? Sisters. We don't have any kids. Everybody. Oh, really? You snuck by? No, that's for sure. Bounce! I knew he was a man who paid the bills. No, you were. You find it pretty
See, look,
beneficial.
here, Elijah does them. Elijah designs them every year. He does a different draw.
Well, why not to us? We don't work
So
hard
this
enough.
is the guillotine chopping the heads off cancer cells. That's Elijah's design this year.
Holy cow.
Deliver this tomorrow.
You know I will.
Tell me, we looked for size old.
We couldn't find a size.
We looked for
size
size old and crusty, but we couldn't find it.
We had to settle
So
for
we
this.
got him large.
You got it.
And then tell him I said thank you for
Absolutely.
all he's done for us.
You got it. I'll do that tomorrow.
Got one for baby Miller. No, thank you.
I'll be back.
Appreciate it.
man. Great seeing
Hey,
you.
thank
Be
you.
cool.
Tell the wife we said hi. Send me a photo or something. Yeah, it's kind of how I roll, buddy. I'm big time. You know, ever since I was in that movie, you might have heard of it,
Everyone does.
Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, this,
It's just a small little thing I did. Now I got my own camera crew. How are you, sir? Doodle. any money. J.O., I know you're good for the money, though. J.O. J.O., you're good for money. So you can get a shirt, and then I'll send Stacy after you to hunt you down. If she has to, she'll break your leg. Doing real well. Yeah, he's done fantastic. Yeah. He's 5'2" now. 5'2" and probably he's 10. So he's 5'2" and probably 120 pounds. Yeah, we live in the Wexford area. I help coach varsity basketball and then
Or
small single A school, Eden Christian Academy.
Okay, yeah.
And then actually I'll coach a game tonight. We have a fall game tonight. And then just work out. My kids. Busy.
Oh my
Busy.
God, you're 5 or 6.
5, and my oldest is 12, so they're on sports and school now, so it has accelerated drastically. I know, you've done that. I miss here though, but you know what I'm saying? That's probably the worst part is I miss here, so I'm doing pretty good. It's good seeing you, brother. Have a safe trip.
So you won 2 of these, huh?
2 of them. Should have. Realistically, you think about it. You can catch this on microphone.
I know it's coming.
I got 2 of these. If New England hadn't cheated one year, I'd have 3 of them. And then I didn't get to play in the 4th one against Green Bay because I had a torn tricep.
But if they didn't cheat, I wouldn't have any of them. So I don't know how to
So you
manage
take it how
that.
you want. I should have at least 3, maybe 4. I'll take 2 though. 2's better than none.
You're watching A Day in the Life with Josh Miller. We'll be right back. A Day in the Life is brought to you by UPMC, life-changing medicine. Nakama Japanese Steakhouse. You've tried the rest, now try the best. Rivertown Brewing, delivering you the most enjoyable craft beer experience. Athlete Originals, original apparel designs by athletes for their fans. We'll be right back.
Wrecking's part of our sport. Crashing and hitting things is just going to happen to you. The first time that I got injured, I tried to hide it. I tried to push through. 4 weeks later, I've been injured again, back to back. The best decision I made was to go to UPMC. We went through all these activities that had results that made sense, and things got better.
Holy cow, man, we just won the 500.
I didn't choose to be in a 25-car pileup, but I did choose UPMC.
Nemacolin Woodlands, a luxury getaway with a welcome twist. To make your reservation, visit nemacolin.com and expect the unexpected.
Every day is bursted with flavor at Selma's Texas Barbecue. Southern style served right. Like Selma's slow-cooked dry ribs smothered with your choice of 6 flavorful sauces. Or Selma's Wrangler sandwiches like pulled pork, Alabama pulled chicken, turkey breast, beef brisket, and fish. Plus daily specials like our pork stuffed baked potato, half chicken, and farm-raised catfish. Grab group packs or catering for your upcoming shindig. Selma's Texas Barbecue. The real stuff. University Boulevard, Moon Township, or visit selmasbbq.com.
Morgan! 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 She's on Squeaky. She is? Ooh. Why social networking when you can be social networking? It all includes an online solution. Buy, sell, socialize, monetize, search Squeaky.com.
Despite years of tradition and a legendary family recipe, one question still remains.
You know, Mom's been making the sauce all day.
Gravy.
Sauce.
Gravy.
Ma!
What? It's Bon Jovi.
This ain't your mom's sauce. It's my dad's.
Bon Jovi brand pasta sauces. Pasta sauces that rock.
Welcome back to A Day in the Life with Josh Miller.
Aaron Smith, what's happening, man?
Same old, same old.
Just
living the dream,
I
buddy.
watched you downstairs, hanging out with you guys. Everybody hugged you up. And I know, but it's a whole different day for me, but it's still fresh for you. Going down there, going in the locker room, seeing those guys, knowing exactly where they came from, where they're going, what their meeting was about. Do you miss this stuff?
Every day. There's not a day that goes by that I honestly don't wish I was still playing.
No kidding.
Like I tell everybody I meet, I'm like, hey, don't retire, don't quit. Make them fire you, and when it's done, because when it's done, it's done.
It is done.
And I don't say I miss it because I have a miserable life. I have a very blessed life.
Right.
But I miss playing football.
Yeah, and when people ask what is the best part of football, I think, I can't speak for you, but I know so the guys I speak with, some of them will say that locker room, the bond you have with these guys. I mean, going out running out of a tunnel in front of 60,000 when they call your name, it's kind of cool, although I never experienced that because they don't announce kickers. But I have to assume that's cool, but what is it for you that you miss the most?
I would say it's two things. Is the locker room, the bond that you have with your teammates, a group of men that you put everything in together. You laugh, you joke. Sometimes you know each other better than your wives know you because you're around each other more
Very
during the
true.
season. And then I think the other thing is competing at the utmost. Every day just competing and challenging yourself. I miss that. Now that I'm retired, I try to find different ways throughout the day to do that, whether it's playing basketball or seeing how fast I can run a mile or whatever, just some type of challenge. But I do miss that competing every single day.
And how's your body holding up? You've dropped how much weight? You look. I think you were 230. What are you? 235.
Yeah, 235. I played at 305, so I've lost 70 pounds in 3 years. For most days, I feel good, but I'm very active. I play a lot of basketball. I do a lot of different things, and when I take a break, if I take a week off, I feel fantastic. But I'm usually still pretty active, and so I do hurt a little bit. But when it hurts, I just back off. It's not like I have to keep going anymore. So that's a nice feeling. Like, oh, if something's sore, I don't have to do it today.
That's right.
You know, when you play, you don't have that choice. You have to find a way to get it done.
Now, when you come in here, driving to the stadium, seeing the guys that you won championships with, what would you say your greatest moments, or if you can come up with a couple that you look back and say, because everything's like a melting pot. Oh, what happened in this game? I don't know what happened during that game.
Yeah.
You remember moments. What are some moments that stick out to you?
I think probably getting our rings from Super Bowl 40 at Heinz Field would probably always stick with me, just taking the photos. I mean, there's so many. It's like asking to pick which child's your favorite.
I could do that in a heartbeat. My third one.
Yeah.
She's pulling away from the pack. But I use that as motivation for the other two.
Try to drive them. No, but I think it's hard because, like you said, it all becomes so embodied of everything. It'd be very hard to pick that out. But if you ask me, at the top of my brain would come be when we got the rings. And then the D lineman, we took all the pictures together of holding the rings. And what's neat about that is there's a group of us, Casey, Keys, Travis Kursky, Chris Hoke. I mean, there was a group of us that had been together. I mean, most of us played anywhere from 8 to 10 years together.
Right.
So we were very, very close and done a lot of things together. So to get that photo and to be together and that accomplishment probably would be my highlight.
Now, when you came in here, I remember you coming in here. Our lockers were very close, and we had our moments, you and I. Expectations. What did you expect coming out of college? What would you have signed up for on that day? If someone said, Aaron Smith, this is going to be your career in the NFL, what would you have signed up? Because clearly I'm sure you're past expectations.
Well, I'll tell you honestly, when I got drafted in the 4th round, my mindset was I'd come here, play 2 or 3 years, maybe play some special teams, get a little bit on the field, save some money, and get a head start in my life.
Right.
That's really what I was going to put everything I had into it, but that's what my expectation level of what my career was going to be like. And then you get here my rookie year. I only played 9 plays my rookie year. It was brutal, And so then things look even bleaker than I had envisioned.
Right.
And then the next year I wind up starting 15 out of 16 games. And then go on starting 12 years after that, you know. It just blows my mind. But my expectations was not I was going to come in and tear the league up and be this and that. It was just put my work in, get some money, have some fun, and then I'll probably move on and go on with the rest of my life.
Now, the game has changed a little bit since you started, not when you finished, but even a little bit since you finished. Do you like today's brand? Do you like what the NFL is doing with the league as far as making it an offensive league? All the bells and whistles and putting the defense. It's
yeah,
such
you're asking a defensive guy. You know that question.
I do know the question. It is loaded. I know the answer.
I always said my favorite type of football would be make the football 50 yards. You can only throw the ball once. And no wide receivers, but just everybody. And 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, and just line them all in the box and let's play football then. That'd be my ideal. And then have some snow and some rain and everything else.
That's funny because I'm glad you're not in charge because I have to assume you're going to take the kick.
And well, Coach LeBeau always told me, I don't know how many tickets you'd sell for that one. You know, and I said, well, that'd be like, that's my type of football. Like, I think kind of where the game has gotten, it's not that point, but I jokingly say pretty soon it's going to be 7-on-7, no linemen, no D linemen, and we're going to pull flags.
Yeah.
You know, because it's turned into that type of game where they've tried to make the game faster, and to me, football is not. It is an athletic game where you throw the ball, but it's a game of attrition.
Right.
And that's what it comes down to: is who can be more physical, who can hit, who can impose their will upon another individual. I mean, there's nothing, and you've been around this long enough. There's nothing more satisfying or more disappointing than when someone lines up and says, I'm going to run the ball at you, and they run the ball at you.
That's right.
And then they do it again and again and again. And that, to me, that's football. Like,
right.
You learn a lot about yourself that way.
And you've also been blessed enough to be coached by 2 people, Coach Mitchell and Dick LeBeau.
2 great men.
I mean, guys that, you know, people want to say maybe the game's passed, but clearly I think you would say something different on that.
Absolutely not. I mean, I think people say whatever they want and you see things, but there's a difference, and there's a learning curve. I mean, the way this year's gone for them, those guys are young. I mean, think about it. Most D linemen, I tell people when I first came here, I played 9 plays, and I wound up starting next year 15 out of 16 out of default because the guy in front of me got hurt. So it was by default. Most guys won't figure out the system for 3 years. So if you have a bunch of guys 3 years and younger, it's a complicated system that's going to be hard to learn with.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know exactly, but I'm sure they tone back the system, and you still got a learning curve.
Right.
You know, so they'll be there. Trust me. I always laugh. I was just saying downstairs, we were all young too. The group of us that won them 2 Super Bowls, we started out like this too. Like, we were a young group that had to figure out how to play and how to learn the system, and then we go on, and now everybody's talking about we're this and that. Mm-hmm. So.
And obviously, when you play long enough, if you're in the league, you got to do some great things. Sometimes athletes have charities that they look to try to be one, but I think maybe a charity found you with LLS, Leukemia Lymphoma Society, your son Elijah. Can you speak about that, the impact, and how everything's going today?
Yeah, I mean, in 2008, my son was diagnosed with leukemia, and at that time in my life, it was October this time of year in 2008, and our life just spiraled out of control. And so for the next three and a half years, he went on through chemo and treatment, and I continued to play football, and my family was up in dismay. And then now he's in remission, but the thing is through that, we found this Light the Night, this walk that raises money for Leukemia Lymphoma Society, and we created Team Elijah, and it has become a big part of what we do every year. It's almost a family tradition. We come down here every year. You know, the first year I did it with the team, I mean, almost 100% of the guys showed up. It's just, it's become who we are, and if we can give back and at some point annihilate leukemia so no family ever has to suffer this again, that's my vision.
Excellent. Well, again, I appreciate your time. It's awesome catching up with you. I appreciate you letting us follow you around for a day in your life, and all the best to you and your family.
Hey, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
Oh, absolutely, bud.
You're watching A Day in the Life with Josh Miller. We'll be right back. A Day in the Life is brought to you by UPMC, life-changing medicine. Nakama Japanese Steakhouse. You've tried the rest. Now try the best. Rivertown Brewing, delivering you the most enjoyable craft beer experience. Athlete Originals, original apparel designs by athletes for their fans. We'll be right back.
It basically takes 17 years to become a neurosurgeon. We work 100 hours a week, go days without going home. It's not normal. But when it's your family member who's in the helicopter, you will be thankful for the decades of research, innovation, and commitment. That means I can say, you're in the best place, and we're going to take great care of you. I choose to practice where care comes first, and I'm a neurosurgeon at UPMC.
With 11 grams of fiber and 7 grams of protein, all-natural Barn Dad's Fiber DX manages hunger and a healthy digestive system for proper weight management. Baking with Barn Dad's assures of 44% of daily recommended fiber. Barn Dad's German chocolate shake is a fun way for the whole family to enjoy a rich diet in essential fiber and protein. Look for Barn Dad's Fiber DX in the dietary section at GNC, Vitamin Shop, Walgreens, Giant Eagle, and at barndadsfiberdx.com.
Rich from Locust Grove Country Shop, hiding from suppliers and chain stores. When they find out about this year's discount prices on our name brand merchandise, I don't know what they'll do.
We're not supposed to tell you we have discount prices on all our Under Armour. They don't want me to tell you that we have discount prices on all our name brand boots like Red Wing, Golden Retriever, Irish Setter, Carolina, and Wolverine. But why pay more?
Your name brand merchandise discount store. Go to Locust Grove Country Shop.
Why pay more?
Don't spend your time bottled up. Pack up and go. And no matter where you go, bring Rivertown along. Whether you enjoy our smooth Maxwell Scottish Ale or our refreshing Halikahiki Pineapple Ale, our advanced technology canning process ensures that Rivertown craft beers taste just as fresh and flavorful no matter where you go. Tailgating with friends, or cheering on your hometown team at the ballpark. No matter where you go, enjoy ice-cold Rivertown craft beers. Visit our brewery and take a tour.
We can see it. This day has never been closer. Today, thanks to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, thousands with blood cancer are living a normal life. We're almost there. We're making cures happen. Join us.
Welcome back to A Day in the Life with Josh Miller.
Kids walk.
No, pleasure. Thanks for letting me come today, man. I don't know, when did you win the Super Bowl?
5.
04. No. Let's win when Josh leaves.
Who can find Dad's old locker? Yep. Yeah, now Mom's got it.
Faneca was always first. He'd always take his little towel out, stretch, and do his little
He was
yellow
always
bit.
first. Wayne was over here.
Yep.
Was Wayne here?
Yep.
So Wayne was over here, I think. I think Wayne was over here. Miller was there. Lee Flowers was over there. Remember Lee? You're so good, it's so energizing, so crazy, like it's like goosebumps. Is that a cool pose?
Oh, there's Teresa.
Thanks for coming, Cam. Yeah, no problem. Now I'm 3 years removed. I'm starting to miss it.
Miss that itch.
You know, that first couple of years, you kind of like, I I just want to get away from it. I don't want it. And now you start to see it a little bit, and you start to watch it, and you're like, man, you start to feel it, And it's done so much in my life. It's a lot easier to go out there and surprise somebody when they haven't watched 4 games of film on you. They just come off the bench, you play a couple plays. When they see you time after time, they know how to prepare you and know what to do for it. So it's a lot different. People don't get it. How old is this one?
She's 18 months.
Oh, she's a pretty girl.
Yeah. How many clubs in November?
I was gonna say, he look like he's big enough to be fine. What's up, buddy? You doing all right?
Good, Jim.
Thanks for coming to the golf course, brother. What happened to speaking English, bro? Go play, buddy.
Look at you, Big C. Man, you got so big.
What's your name? Hi, Ella. Nice to meet you.
Hey Pittsburgh, Josh Miller here with A Day in the Life, and today we hung out with Aaron Smith. What an awesome day it was. You could say this guy's retired, but he's still running around like crazy. They were hanging out here at his son's Elijah's, raising money for Leukemia Lymphoma Society, doing an awesome job, hanging out, having a party on his behalf. I want to thank his family. I want to thank Jamie for letting this happen. Obviously, behind every great guy is a strong woman, and what a great family. Hope you enjoyed A Day in the Life. Stay tuned for many great episodes.